Hey, what's up guys? I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 as we are playing with the Communist States of America. Alright, so before we get started today, which we do need to try and get it through this as quickly as possible because I want to declare war on this episode. So I'm really going to try and make it happen. Once again, we're going to try and declare war in the spring of 1941 against the British. So before we get started, there's a couple things I got to note that were mentioned in the comments. First of all, I've had a lot of people asking me for links to like our social media, Facebook, Twitter, all that kind of good stuff, Instagram, as well as like links to like ways that you could support the channel if you so desired. So like Patreon or PayPal. All links for our channel are in the description of any of our videos. They're at the bottom of the description. There's also a link to our Discord channel. If you haven't checked that out yet, we got a pretty good community, kind of small community, only about 90 something members as of right now, but we definitely would like to see it grow. And we have a political section on there if you want to talk about politics. Where I think we have a really good community there when it comes to the politics, because we don't have too much like fighting, and we got people of all different ideologies and beliefs in there, and I think it's pretty civil for the most part. So we have a separate political section in the Discord channel, and also one where you can just talk about gaming or whatever. So go check that out as well. So as I said, all links, whether it's social media, Patreon, Discord, all in the description of any of these videos. Last thing is a lot of people have been bringing up naval experience, that I should be, well, we got 28 naval experience. That might be enough to train up a ship, do a ship design. We'll take a look in a second. But a lot of people are bringing up, why am I not training my entire Navy so that we can just ramp that naval experience up as high as possible? Well, your ships don't, and I guess we'll take a look at this because we're going to look at the navies here in a second anyway. So your ships don't generate experience, as far as what Paradox has said, past experience level 3 regular. So once they get to the regular experience, remember, they don't gain any more experience as they train. That's as far as you can get them. And in addition, if they are regular experience level, they don't generate any Navy experience up here. So that's the reason why I'm not training the whole fleet. Another thing to be considered, although this doesn't really stop me from training the fleet, but it is something that I would like to bring up because I don't know that everybody's aware of it. I talked about it in the Japanese campaign, but I don't think we mentioned it in this one, is that repairing ships does require dockyards now, and training ships does damage ships. Sometimes it damages them quite a bit. So when you do train ships, keep in mind that you are using up your dockyards to repair them, which means you're going to be building less new ships. Once again, I think naval experience is important enough that you should still train them as long as you can get the experience, which is what we're doing down here. Now, one of the first things you're going to notice here, but yeah, you can see that these are damaged from their training. But one of the first things you're going to notice, guys, is the fact that we now have the Navy set up, the fleets. So I separated them to two theaters. We have the Atlantic theater and then the Pacific theater. Once you split them up, you kind of see that they're actually pretty equal. 135 ships over here in the Atlantic, 129 in the Pacific. So just to kind of quickly show you guys how this is broke down, I did it all off camera because we just don't have the time for this, guys. These episodes are just taking way too long and we're not making any progress. So we got Ernest King in charge over here. This is going to be our main fleet. Obviously, they're going to be looking for the enemy. They're going to be a strike force attempting to engage with the enemy. This task force here is going to be supporting our invasions here. We have 2 patrol fleets in the hope that we'll be able to find them. They're going to be in the Florida coast and the Caribbean. I'm not going to move all of them to their locations yet because, as you see, there's actually a lot of moving of ships. So let's get that finished first. The second fleet is going to be in charge, is going to be underneath William Halsey, and I really like him. I would like to get him some experience. So we're giving him control of 1 carrier, and if you notice here, we have 2 carriers in this one with 6 battleships with pretty good escort support, I'd say, screen support. This one has 1 carrier, a couple battleships, heavy cruiser, and their job is just to be covering the eastern seaboard because obviously this fleet will be covering here. I want them focusing on this area. So somebody needs to cover the eastern seaboard, so that's going to be their job, and they have 1 patrol fleet. This fleet here under Stark, and we might want to maybe promote some of these guys, like maybe Stark. His job is going to be strictly the escorting all of our convoys. He also going to have the mining fleet. So we might want to rank him up. We could give him a mine layer so that he's a little bit better at doing that. I'd prefer to get visibility though, honestly, so that our patrol fleets don't get caught up. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Let's get visibility. If we have another rank, which he does, we can do retreat decision chance, which is great as well. But let's do the mine lane since he has the mine layers. So I think that makes sense. So that we'll be able to get the mines done a little bit quicker. Speaking of the mines, we do need to go ahead and make them, because these guys haven't been switched up yet. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to change 5 destroyers into mine lane destroyers. Refit them. And we'll have to make sure that they're doing that inside the naval production. Finally, we have the submarine fleet underneath Burke. Remember, he's got all those fantastic bonuses as well. Yeah, some of these are great. He could have been fine over here as well, leading the escorts, but I decided to put him in charge of the submarines. So that's the Atlantic Theater. Just going over the Pacific Theater real quick. Nimitz is going to be in charge. I know it's kind of looking pretty historical the way we got our admiral set, in a way. Obviously, Halsey was in the Pacific. But Nimitz is going to be in charge of the Hawaiian fleet, and you can kind of see what he has. Dolphins are our escorts, and the binoculars are our patrols. This is Fletcher's fleet. It's pretty small, but it'll get larger, and it's going to be covering the western seaboard for us. This is the fleet that's going to be over here, based out of the Philippines, once we move them there, of course. And they're going to have submarines and escorts. And then our submarine fleet under Cook, and they'll probably be based somewhere around here to take out all of the convoys here, the British convoys. We'll be doing naval invasions in the Pacific, but it's not going to be the focus, guys. Focus is going to be over here. So I don't know if anybody has any. Let's look at some of our less experienced. I think we already looked at Admiral Stark, and we already did Burke. That's right. Just look to see if any of these guys have anything we'd want to get that would work with their setup. How about Spruance? You know what? I feel like visibility would be good for him as well, based on what he's doing here. I think that makes sense. And then I don't think Cook has anything. Nah, he doesn't have any upgrades. All right, so that's squared away. That's the way the fleets look. We'll look at them a little bit more in the future. And last thing, because it just takes so long, guys, is looking at our ship designs. We want to get the next line of carriers, the 1940 carriers. So let's take a look and see what we can get going here. See what we have available. Obviously, we're going to want to get the carrier engine 3s, and we'll just save based on. We'll just save it as we get it built, even if we can't finish it. Let's do another hangar here. Another hangar here as well. And I'm thinking that with their lack of armor, that yeah, we're going to try and get like carriers with 100. And we don't have 1940 carriers, right? Let me just confirm that. Yeah, we're on 1936. We're going to want historical carrier names, and we're actually getting this pretty decent based on our experience. A little bit better than I was thinking. We won't be able to fill it out, I don't think. Yeah, can't quite fill it out. We might have to remove one of the decks just temporarily, and then we'll put it on later. Yeah, I mean, they got to be able to protect themselves, and we got to have anti-air. I feel like those are necessary. We can always increase the deck later once we get the experience, because yeah, we're sitting at 30 right now, or we could just wait. We're almost there. We'll just wait. All right, let's let it play, guys. I've got all my troops moving around here. In fact, we'll probably change up the borders here between the Blue Army and the Red Army, because the Red Army now has, god damn it. And this is why I can't talk while I play, while it plays, because you can't get anything done. We're already in here. Do we want to do artillery? Let me take a look. What are we doing? We're doing the planes. We still need a lot more planes, and we're getting those. But we definitely want, you know what? I think we're kind of good on the land stuff. Let's continue focusing on naval stuff. Yeah, we could get some of this equipment here that we could place onto our ships. Well, we have everything for our carriers, so let's work on the battleships next. So we're going to do the next heavy battery. It'll be 61 days. All right, just start working on ship parts so that we can use that experience. I want to say that we're not getting anything. Oh, let me just double check though. Oh, the dual purpose secondary battery. We will want to place that on our carrier, so we'll wait. We got another infantry tech done. Excellent. Let's go ahead and continue down parts, just because we really need to knock these out. And I'd like to get the battleship armor. So it's going to do that. It's going to take a while too. It's 153 days. All right, so we'll get that researching. And I know that we're short on resources, guys. We're currently trying to deal with that using infrastructure, so we don't have to trade for it. We might have to trade for it because I think we're getting affected by the steel, honestly. So let's just trade for a little while for the steel until we get the situation fixed. In fact, let's just tick it down so we make sure that we can continue to build at full speed. And we have one guy training just this one tank. We should probably set up our naval invasions out of Miami since we know that that's going to be happening soon. So the way we're going to do it is I'm actually going to move some troops over to here. So let's do... let's do like 5, probably 5 divisions. A lot of stuff happening over here. The fall of Cairo. Oh, the Italians have taken Cairo. That's interesting. And Italy claimed to Greek territory, so they might end up attacking Greece. That's a real possibility. Let's do 5 divisions and let's get them moving over to Puerto Rico. And the 10 divisions here can stay there. That's fine. That'll work out nicely, I think. And Greece just joined the Central Powers since Italy did declare war on them. So now and the Kingdom of Romania has just joined as well. All right, well now Italy's in a situation where they're fighting both Romania and Greece. But remember, oh yes, somebody mentioned this in the comments, and I haven't talked about it. Italy did start their own faction, guys. They started a faction, and that brought Bulgaria in. They did the Italy first national focus. I really wish they hadn't done that. And we can now readmit a state. We'll go ahead and take care of that real quick. And this will be Tennessee. I really wish they would be programmed to not take the Italy first if they're already in a faction. But whatever, there's nothing to be done about it. That's what they decided to do. That did bring Bulgaria into the conflict, which is good, because now they can attack Greece and Romania from there. But yeah, overall, I wish they hadn't done that. Let's just take a look at these. Yeah, make sure that none of them are training unnecessarily, since once again we already talked about that earlier. We do have military factories. Let's go and get these assigned. Let's just take a look at what we're lacking. Motorized light tanks. Light tanks are really lacking. Let's do a lot of light tanks. Wish we had some army experience to do some designs, guys. We need Marines, and we need to get a medium tank division. There's a lot of stuff we need to get, honestly. And oh shit. Oh my. All right, so much for avoiding conflict with the Japanese. I was hoping we could avoid conflict with them for a little while, but that's not going to be the case. We will not be able to avoid conflict with them. The moment we declare war on Britain, we'll have to fight Japan, since they are now in the Central Powers. All right, guys, that changes the game up a little bit. I do not have a very large Pacific fleet right now. All right, we're still going to declare war, but yeah, I have a feeling that it's not going to go well for us in the seas, because I was hoping that we could avoid war with them for at least a little while. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's not going to happen. So what do we want to get next? Obviously, we have our battleships and we have our carriers, so we want to improve stuff that they use. Let's go ahead and do the landing craft, since we're going to be doing so many invasions, and this will be helpful, I think, for those invasions. And that does mean that we can go and design our carriers. So let's do that. Also, we have improved anti-air. I don't think we're using anti-air anywhere. Let's just do this, just so we're not being notified of it. We don't have those in any air divisions right now, so I'm not going to be worried about it. But let's go and get the carriers going. We want the new carriers, the 1940 carriers, which do have the better design as well, which is why we can get so many planes. So now we have the dual-purpose secondary. So this is even better at light piercing and attack, as you can see. And in addition, it provides anti-air, which is really, really cool. So let's get those. Let's get open hangars. We want as many hangar decks as we can get. So we'll have 100 planes on there. And then we'll also, do we want to get anti-air? How exactly will that affect it? It will decrease the speed some. And production goes up a little bit. But you know what? I think it's going to be worth it, honestly. Yeah, let's do it. All right, so that looks fantastic. We probably will not get radar. We're going to rely on other ships to do that. Let's make these as cheap as we can get them, and then let's go ahead and change up the names, and we'll have to name it. All right, guys, so this is going to be the Essex carrier, the SX-3A. The Essex was actually the most built American carrier in the war. Let's go and change it up, which I would assume that would make it the most built carrier in the war. So let's move these guys up. Yeah, they built a ton. The Americans built a ton of these. So let's make sure they go to the training fleet here. And we'll finish up the Yorktown, which does have a while to go. If we get any more dockyards, we'll probably let it go into this, honestly, just because it's going to take so long to get that. And we do have troops done training here as well. We got these tanks. We could move these into, probably want them to go into this one so we can seize those victory points as quickly as possible. So let's move them here, and then we're going to move it. I'm going to go after, let's go this way. Move it into that one. And then we'll have just one of the divisions that they're replacing. They're going to come, you know what, it doesn't look like we actually have anywhere for them to go at the moment. Let's just place them into this army for right now. Go on down there. All right, excellent. And we got the Maritime Commission. Excellent. That is, what did that do? That improved something. I clicked on it so dang quick. Dockyard construction speed. All right, that'll be super helpful. So we can get the trade convoys a little bit faster. We need to work on Navy, guys. That's just the way it is. Our Navy is not going to be able to compete with all the fleets that are going to be arrayed against us. So let's do stuff that's going to make us build quicker. I'm thinking we do need those, but I think we're going to do the escort effort so we can get the destroyers quicker. I think that'll be super useful. All right, fantastico. All right, so still short on rubber and chromium, and you can see that the roll tension's at 91% as well, so pretty much free to do whatever. And we have war propaganda against imperialist Canada. We don't have a lot of war support, so it might make sense to do war propaganda, but once again, we have other things we need to be using our political power for. A lot of different things that we need to use that for. And as soon as we get into January here, we'll likely go ahead and start getting the invasions ready. Well, these guys are already, and the Communist China joined the Comintern. All right, so that's going to bring the war into China. Communist China is already done for. This is not going well for our faction, guys. If we join the Comintern, I mean, yeah, this is going to go horribly because China is at war with Communist China. So that means that they're going to be at war with the Soviet Union too. Oh Lord. All right, they don't have a border with? Oh yeah, they do have a border right there. All right, not going well overall for the Comintern. It's going to be rough. So we're going to get the naval invasion set up. We're going to, well, I think you can just do a naval invasion, or I think you could just attack straight down here, actually. Yeah, I believe you do. You can do that. Let's do naval invasion from here, and we're going to hit that point right there. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and send more troops, some of these troops, over to the island to just march down it. We're just going to take like 2 of them. And you know what? Let's do it this way. Okay, they're in their own thing. Let's go ahead and change up their icons and stuff. Oops. Make them a kind of basically a marine division essentially, and they can stay their current color for right now, I suppose. That'll work out. And then these guys here will be yellow, and we'll also have them set to look like naval invasions, so we know what they are. We're going to take 2 of these divisions, put them into Puerto Rico, and then they're going to be attacking down that way. We do still need to get commanders and everything for our troops, but that's fine. We'll get that later. Well, you know what? Let's not send all of them to the same location. That would be kind of silly. Let's do like 2 each. Now that you can do multiple naval invasions from the same port, that's pretty cool. I like that. I like it a lot. Because before, it was kind of a pain in the ass, honestly. So let's do, and I think, yeah, we want to hit up this one as well. And I think there's one more right there, so let's do that one too. Yeah. So, oh, it looks like we reached our capacity. We'll get that done once we get that tech. But it still does do the planning, so it's fine. All right, excellent. So let's take a look at our fleets. We'll probably want to get them moving to where they're going to be assigned. And China joined the Central Powers as we expected. So let's go ahead and get this fleet, Admiral King's fleet, moving over to here. Although, it's not letting me. Yeah, I don't know why it wouldn't let me move the whole fleet, but whatever, it's fine. This fleet will stay where they're at. And then, you know what, this fleet will probably operate out of right here. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's see if I can do it now. Yeah, well, let me do it. Huh. All right, I'm not sure why I can't just select the whole fleet. We don't want to select these guys, though, because they're currently changing up. In fact, we're probably going to want to go ahead and do that. I didn't get those guys set up yet. And then our submarines can operate out of, it doesn't really matter where they operate, they can stay where they're at, honestly. Just make sure they're all in the same location, I guess. All of them over to, yeah, they're all here. Excellent. All right, so that'll work out nicely. We do need to change up the production here so that these guys get finished up. It does look like they're actually going there, and it doesn't take that long to finish them up, but let's go and put them on the top anyways. Make sure that any additional dockyards go to them. Alrighty, and you guys. Alright, so that looks pretty squared away. Let's just pull from one away from that carrier just so we can try and get this done as quickly as possible. And yeah, I'm not gonna worry about the steel, guys. We got this. All right, so just trying to make some progress, but good God, there's just so much more micromanagement to the game with the new patch. Between like training Air Force, what I haven't been doing, like there's just so much more to it. And I don't know, guys. I have a feeling that this is gonna cause a problem for like Let's Plays and stuff, honestly. There's just no way around it, that it's gonna go slower. I've always kind of like not not really known how to do the Let's Plays in regards to... Let me get something select here. I'm trying to talk. And we need new equipment. I want to say we should go ahead and get the cruiser hulls next. Yeah, because I think we have everything for the battleships now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, let's go and get the cruiser hulls next. Not like we have the experience to build them or anything. Let's get the cruiser hulls. But yeah, just, God, like, all the fucking training and shit, man. Training of the navies, training of the armies. There's just so much to do. You can reduce some of the micromanagement, of course, with the reserves, but you got to have your fleet set up, and you got to have those the composition set up as well, which does take time. So the navies, or excuse me, the submarines, we're gonna move those up to here because they need more submarines. And then the destroyer, I want to say we need more destroyers on this side of things. So let's build over here because now we are actually gonna have to fight the Japanese. And once again, fucking planes, man. We need to get these managed as well. So let's merge these. And I think we got some close air support here. Let's merge those. And then we'll probably keep the naval bombers in wings of 100, I think. And let's go ahead and move them over here, I think. Yeah, we actually have 2. Let's move them. And then we're going to want to move at least 1 more of these over to here. All right, excellent. And let's get more training. I'm sure we have more available to be trained. Yeah, we can do a 200 air wing of close air support. We still got plenty of room over here as well. We can do air wings of naval bombers. We've got fighters, and these are older fighters, of course, but they keep their experience even as they get the newer models of planes. So I feel like it's worth it training them. And I'm not going to train up the carrier ones. Because then that requires a lot of micromanagement of moving them to the carriers rather than them automatically doing it themselves. All right, right out of the stockpile. Let's get all these guys training. Excellent. That should start producing a lot of air experience, so that's a lot of planes currently training up. All right, so the Hungarians just joined that faction instead of joining the German faction. Interesting. I'm a little bit surprised with that. I guess they are fascist. I suppose that makes sense. Military factories. Let's go ahead and get these assigned. Once again, just need to know where my equipment's at. We can actually build a lot of stuff. Yeah, so let's do that. And we still are lacking the light tank stuff as well. Let's put some more into these. Start getting the light tanks produced a bit more. And we need to get units training. Some of these guys can actually deploy. We'll probably just deploy all these guys, in fact. And yeah, it looks like they don't really have anything. Let's just tick them down a bit. And deploy everybody who can deploy. All right, fantastic. Get some more infantry as well. We're just going to deploy all these guys, let them train over there. And we'll probably get a couple more mountain divisions too. I don't want to get too many, honestly, for obvious reasons. We still need Marines. And I would like to have some special force space for those, as well as like amphibious tanks, paratroopers. A lot of stuff, honestly. Anything else that we need to get? No, I think we're good to go. I think that's all the troops. All right, so we'll get those training up.
Listen up.
Could send these guys somewhere, but having somebody along the Pacific coast to protect the Pacific coast might be a good idea. I don't know. So we do have a lot of troops over here as well. So we'll probably want to take them and put them in their own separate army. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. In fact, let's do that, and we'll just take the... Yeah, we'll invade Canada from that direction. So we'll take one of these guys out, and then put them in their own little army, and then give them a border here. Attack into Canada. Not that there's a lot of victory points over here, but it might distract them. So I think it'd be wise. So we did just get the close air support. Let's go ahead and start getting... We're going to go and do the carrier planes. We'll knock those out. Make sure that our carriers have the best planes they can have. And we're going to want to change up the close air support. We're not going to put any experience in them either. Not right now. We don't really have it. All right. There we go. And once again, yeah, we are going to have to trade from steel. I was hoping that what we were building here was going to be enough. But thus far, it has not done the trick, getting us the steel we need. Probably because we're just building so many factories and dockyards and stuff. So I'm guessing that's why. Is there any other like steel we can get somewhere? Looking for steel locations. Some aluminum there, but we want steel. That's really what we're short on. It looks like that's a no. Yeah, no other locations with with steel. We do have a civilian factory, so might as well go and start building with it. We're already getting dockyards, so let's get more military factories. Let's do in the center here. And all along the center. Excellent. And we got the carrier task force. Lovely. Let's keep on going down these, even if we don't have those research bonuses. We have plenty of them to get. Let's do. We've done a couple carrier ones. Let's do a submarine one. We haven't done a submarine one yet. Make our submarines a little bit better.
Yes, sir.
Troops training up over here. 2 armies, full armies, are probably going to be enough to win here. I don't know though. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say because you're seeing the English, the British are pumping troops over here. See the Japanese here as well. Russians are there. Or not Russian. Yeah, the Russians are still there, I think. And we saw the Russians before the Soviets, although I don't see them now. No, here we have the Canadians. Yeah, they must have pulled their troops out. Well, that's good. I'm glad they pulled them out. I was kind of worried that they weren't going to. So we did finish up those the mine fleets. Excellent. Let's go ahead and pump into getting more carriers. And we actually have a lot of extra dockyards. Fantastic. So let's pump them into... Yeah, look at this. They're so short on the damn steel. Let's get more cruisers. And more destroyers. And yes, our Tom Cruiser. We should probably build that out as well. And we still have some left. Let's pump them into... Or we don't. Any remaining dockyards will go into convoys then. And what the hell happened with the steel situation? Where'd all our steel go? What the fuck? I think it's because all the ones that we were repairing and converting are that's no longer the case. Oh lord. Alright. So now we gotta trade for a ton of steel. We also need to trade for chromium. Yeah, this is shitty. Alright, the plane production is gonna be affected as well. We should probably get some stuff here. In fact, this would be a better location. Yeah, there's so much stuff to build, man. So much stuff we have to get. All right, is there any other locations that give resources? I want to say that none of the island ones are going to give us any resources, so no point of building over there just yet, although we will want to build them a little bit to supply our troops there. Yeah, that looks like that's going to be it, guys. Yeah, there's not anything else we can do about the resources that I'm seeing. All right, well, that's a shame. I mean, we're still building some of the infrastructure up, but yeah, as far as becoming like completely dependent, independent, it's not going to happen. Romania was defeated, so that's good. They've been knocked out of the conflict. France is still holding strong, also very good. We want them to stay in the fight with the Central Powers, so the Central Powers can't concentrate on us. We did get the escort effort, means we're going to build destroyers quicker, and we should probably get the Navy experience boost right there. That seems like that would be super useful. So would getting the doctrine bonuses, though. And this gives a cruiser submarine hull. Well, that's kind of cool. Yeah, we might want to get that at some point as well. But let's do this one just for the Navy experience, just because we have a lot of ships we need to design. So let's get the Navy experience. And in addition, no, we don't have enough Navy experience to build anything yet. I guess it's a good thing though. We need to make some progress here. We're gonna put the mountain troops on. I mean, there's a couple mountains here. What we'll do is we place one mountain division over there, and make sure that he goes up to the north here. And then we'll just take one of these guys and then move him out over to this fleet here, or this army there. All right, so they'll move over there, and then we still have a couple other divisions. We'll move these guys up here to the red army. Just got to kind of micromanage it, guys. Make sure that they go to the right locations and stuff where we'd want mountain troops attacking. Let's put them over there, and we'll take one of the divisions away and move him over to here. And we actually have some, yeah, we got those troops up there, that's right. We might move one of these divisions in over there since we have extra divisions. Let's put a couple divisions up there. I know supply is going to become an issue, so we should probably do something about that, honestly. Yeah, definitely want to do something about that. So we'll take that up, although we don't want it before all that stuff. And also supply is coming through the port here, so we should probably build the port up. Yeah, it's a little tiny port. All right, so let's make sure that we're getting necessary supplies here to our troops. If we're going to put more troops there, then we gotta have the supply for them. But yeah, you can see that we got troops all up along here. All right, yeah, they're really starting to stack up now. Let's go ahead and put the guy over here. I just don't want them to be able to take Alaska from us. It's not going to be a major offensive there. We do have the political power to get something here. Let's get probably the Chief of Navy naval experience gain would be useful. However, I really feel like making our, our carriers, since we are focusing so heavily on carriers, that would probably be smart. So let's get that. That would be wise, my friends. All right, slowly getting there. We're almost there. Oh shit, I was supposed to get that national focus next. All right, we'll get that one next. Sorry guys, I forgot. Greece has capitulated. All right, so it's gonna be I was always planning for it to be a longer episode, but yeah, I don't know how much we'll actually get into the conflict. Might just declare war, and that's gonna be it. That'll frustrate some people. I do have some ships done. I'm gonna do this off camera. All right, we got those moving. Now, the reason why I did that off camera is it's not about like I don't have the time to record right now. It's the problem that the videos get so long that they take like forever to upload, man. They've just been taking insane amounts of time to upload. Yeah, that sucks, man. We're supposed to have the national focus done. Yeah, and they just continue to build up this front. That was a massive mistake. Shit. I wasn't supposed to get that yet, guys. I was supposed to get this one, end monarchism. We were supposed to get that. We were supposed to do that before we got that one. But I wasn't paying attention to the time. So that's a real shame. So let's go and get the next. We'll get the fighters next. And then we're going to want to go ahead and upgrade those carrier naval bombers. And yeah, we don't have enough naval experience air experience to really do anything, despite our training. And we are short on aluminum, but you know what? We're building for that, so I have a feeling that we should be able to get it done, guys. Hopefully, anyways. And what else are we lacking? Looks like we're lacking carrier naval bombers, perhaps? Or we're trying to upgrade the carrier naval bombers. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's put another factory into there so we can get those upgraded, get the newer ones out there. How are we doing on infantry equipment? Stacked, but just not good enough, honestly. So we'll keep building that. Got troops still training here. All right, but yeah, what I was saying earlier is I never know, like ever since I started doing this YouTube thing many years ago, I've always been kind of like not sure what I should cut and what I shouldn't, because some people, because you have different people that watch. You have some people who don't want anything cut; they want to see every little thing that happens. Some of it times is because they're learning, sometimes just their preference, and other people, obviously want it to be condensed. They only want to see like the important stuff. So you can't please everybody. So yeah, you end up getting these long episodes, and it feels like you don't get enough done. All right, so that's good on production. We do need to get something built here. Before we do that though, because we can do that while it plays, we do need to change up division design with that little bit of experience. We never did finish these guys. I never did give them their last infantry, so let's go ahead and do that. Make sure that they're as strong as they can be, because we're using a lot of them. So this is going to we're going to need to train all these guys. We'll just put them into the 7th Army now, because we already know that they're going to need to train up. So let's go and get them training now. And then I want to say that there's a division up here too that has a few of them. So let's go and make sure that these guys train up, and we will color them this color. And let's just go and pull these ones out, put them into that training army, because we already know that they're going to need the training. So let's make that happen. All right, so what we're going to do with our, just knocking shit out, man. See what I'm talking about? Can't get anything done. We need, private. We need to get radar stations. Zoom the fuck in so I can build that damn thing. So we need to get radar stations across here, and it's really, really hard to fucking click on these because they're so damn tiny. And the reason why is because these are going to help us locate the ships, and most importantly, they're going to give us an advantage, our carriers an advantage in the battles with the Japanese. And this is going to be absolutely imperative, guys, for us to have any kind of advantage that we can get here. And we'll go ahead and build in here as well. Any advantage our fleet can get is going to be necessary. I can't build over there, unfortunately. So yeah, I didn't expect to be at war with the Japanese, so gonna have to deal with that. So we've gotten the cruiser hulls. Excellent. No experience to get them yet. Let's go ahead and start getting some passive bonuses over here. Yeah, we already have one going there, so let's work on passive bonuses. Let's do the damage control, since those critical hits can be devastating to your navy. And we do have some troops done here. Let's go and get them pulled out. Where do we want to place them? There's not really anywhere where we precisely need them. I guess we'll go ahead and start planning for invasions as well. The Japanese. Yeah, that probably makes sense. We do need more troops over here, so let's bring a division over here. In fact, we should probably go ahead and bring 2 divisions over here for the Philippines and place them right there for right now. All right, excellent. And then this army here is going to move to, where would we be invading? Probably the Pacific area as well. We got a lot of shit to invade. Let's put it in Hawaii for right now. All right, excellent. And once these guys have, oh, there's another one done. He'll need to go Hawaii too. Kill me. Oh, he's already going Hawaii. I just didn't pull him out yet. All right, there we go. Fixed it. So I was gonna do something. Oh yes, I wanted to check to see if these guys are done training. They are not. They have a lot left. All or nothing armor scheme. So that's our armor for our battleships. Not gonna get parts anymore because we still are kind of short experience. I don't think we'll have enough to get the battleships finished. And we can always finish them and modify them later, but they take so long to build. Like that's fine for cruisers and stuff, but yeah, I don't think we're gonna want to do that for the battleships, honestly. So let's get passive bonuses to help the fleet that we currently have. Let's do the medium battery, I think, or this improves everybody's attack. Let's do this one. It's gonna be that's where it's gonna be at, guys. The naval war. We were gonna win. I feel pretty confident we'll be able to win up here. I mean, they have a lot of troops up here, but I think we should be able to win there. We're gonna actually create a 3rd army up here now with the rest of our troops that are training. We did get landing craft. That's excellent. We got torpedo. Okay, that's the submarine mine lane, which we're not doing at this moment. We can get the snorkels for our submarines. That'd be good, but we're not going to build submarines yet. All right, so just more passive bonuses. And I think it's, we're going to want to do these ones here. The batteries. Oh, these are parts as well. Excuse me. Let's do that one then. All right, excellent. Get those guys ticked up some. And we will build another army since now they're pumping more troops up here into Canada than I was expecting them to have. So once we get this knocked out, we'll start working on the one that's going to give us our war goals so that we can declare war. Oh yes, we have these guys ready. So let's go ahead and make sure that we have them squared away. And it's these ones here. Okay, so there should be a couple divisions that need to get assigned. So we're going to do one there. That's not the one I wanted to assign to. I want to assign to this one. There we go. And then one here. All right, excellent. There's another, there's Jamaica to invade as well. I suppose we can go ahead and knock an invasion out there as well because, yeah, we don't have anything else for these troops to do. So might as well get it started. So we'll send 3 divisions to Jamaica. All right, so that looks pretty sexy, guys. I like it. And then the additional 2 divisions, we're going to send, I think we're going to send these up to the new army that we're going to build here. Yeah, let's go and get another army. Once again, these all have to get designed and stuff, but I'm not too worried about it yet. And we will put them in the center right here. So let's get a front. Move them up there. And we will give them an offensive line just so they get their training going. Do the other ones have offensive lines? The Red Army does, but it needs to be extended, of course. All right, we'll fix that. Doesn't really matter. It's just for training purposes, honestly. Got military factories. Okay, let's continue building out our Air Force. We definitely need more planes. Always need more planes, guys. All right, so let's put these into the fighters and maybe close air support. Yeah, but we're lacking aluminum so badly. So let's get more steel, more rubber. Hopefully we won't have to fight the Dutch East Indies. It doesn't look like they have joined the faction yet. Oh, that's France. We don't want to trade with France. And we will just trade for one. There we go. All right, excellent. These guys are all done training. Fantastico. Let's go and place them all into that army. They're done training now. And there's a few divisions here. This one here will be placed onto that front. Oh, we got a couple of them here, actually. All right, excellent. So looking pretty good, looking pretty solid. Overall, I'm going to get 3 armies up here. So any troops that finish training, that's where they're going up the north there. Polish-Romanian alliance. Romania is not in a... They're gone. I don't know how that's going to work out. So this is the current situation here in Europe. So, yeah, this is where it's looking like. These guys have conquered pretty much all the Balkans. And that's it. They're at war with everybody. So they have quite a conflict going right now. The Central Powers, which is why I really want to get involved in this. So we have knocked out that focus that I shouldn't have gotten. You know what I could do, guys? I could just join the faction and join the war that way. I don't know what I'm thinking. Yeah, I could just do that, and then we could join when I wanted to. I wanted to join early April. I don't know why I wasn't thinking about that. Yeah, let's join it, man. We're gonna join the conflict now. So let's pick a national focus first, though. I'm just trying to take a look and see if there's anything that we want here. Does this like give us anything besides war goals? No, it doesn't. So there's no reason to get that other than just, you know, because it's the end monarchy campaign. But yeah, not necessary. So let's go ahead and continue working on stuff over here. And what we're going to want to do is get stuff that's once again going to help us in our production. So we really want the submarine bonus there. We want the naval doctrine bonus as well. Let's do the naval doctrine bonus first so that we can get those quicker. Ooh, this would be useful. We can get fighters built quicker. Ooh, all right. You know what? I think we're going to have to do that one. Yeah, let's get the fighters quicker, because they're probably going to have air superiority over us, so it's going to be useful. So we can go ahead and just join the Soviet faction. I think that's what we're going to do. That's going to be the quickest way to get into the war, guys. I know a lot of people didn't want me to join the Soviet faction, join the Comintern, but once again, while this is going to allow us to get into the war quicker, I'm not interested in fighting everybody. This is not a world conquest, guys. We've done that before. I've done it when we played the Soviet Union campaign. We turned the whole world communist. Every single country on the map was either under our control or communist. So not doing that again. But it took forever. It was so grindy. Yeah, we're already fighting Germany, Britain. We probably would fight France and Italy and Spain, their factions. But yeah, I think that's good. And then of course we got Japan as well. So I feel like that's enough. So let's join the faction. It's the easiest way to get in. I know some people disagree with this, but you know, you can never please everybody. It's just kind of the way it is. So let's join the faction so that we can get involved in the conflict. Let's just slow this down for a second. They should. Yep. So we are now in their faction, and now we can join the war whenever the hell we want. So that means that we're going to want to go ahead and get all of our navies moving around, set up, and where they're supposed to be. I think we moved most of them. We didn't move these guys yet, so let's go ahead and take care of that. They're supposed to be going to base out of Hawaii here. So they're going to go to Hawaii. These guys here are going to stay where they're currently at, and they'll probably just do a patrol up here. The submarines, we were actually supposed to get a submarine fleet down here. Do we have any extra submarines that are currently built? We do not. We do have a carrier that's done. Okay then. All right. So yeah, unfortunately I didn't give these guys the submarine they needed to shut this off here. All right, so just about set up here. Submarines are going to be moving over to here, so we do want to make sure that they can repair there. So yeah, we're going to move these two submarine fleets on over to there. It seems that they are moving when we click on this, I think. When I tell them to go there, sometimes it does work. I don't know why sometimes it doesn't. When I'm like got the fleet selected and I tell the whole fleet to go over, it's kind of weird. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there, why it doesn't always work. So just getting everybody kind of moved around now. Once we get all that set up, guys, then we'll be just about ready. I think we do need to set these up, the fleet composition here. So let's take a look, and yeah, we want to make sure that they're set up there. And okay, it looks like, yeah, this is messed up because we have different kinds of submarines here. Yep. All right, so we'll do that way, and same thing here. All right, looking good. So those submarines can go there. I'm just doing it for the submarines right now because pretty much anytime we get any other, and we'll go to war when we're ready to. Soviet Union, don't make demands of me. So we'll with the other ones, we're gonna have to wait until we get the fleets built out. A lot of these fleets still need stuff, so I'm just sending it directly to them and basing it on what's the best ones for them. A little bit of micromanagement, and I'm just gonna try and avoid doing it on camera, guys. Oops, wrong button. And yeah, still really hurting on the tank stuff, guys. I think it's currently our production efficiency causing issues. Non-production efficiency is decent. Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, it's just we aren't able to build enough. Let's do naval bombers then. And once again, gonna have to trade for more aluminum. So let's go and shut down trade through the Atlantic, though. Yeah, here we have the Japanese that are just going to raid our shit any damn ways. But we can't be going to the Mediterranean, obviously. You know, that is not going to work. So let's just go ahead and shut down trade across the Atlantic here. We'll do it probably like this way here. So let's just go ahead and restrict access. There's no reason for anybody to go through these areas here. In fact, okay, we're going to need to put submarines there. So let's go this way. Shut down all access here so that trade cannot go through. any of this. And hopefully it'll go through there. I don't know. I suppose we'll find out if it'll go through there or not. Let's just take a look at the moves. All right, so it looks like it did move. And I think it's good. Everybody's going to try and call us to arms. Yeah, it looks like it's going through here. Excellent. The Japanese are going to raid all this, though, so yeah, it's pretty much irrelevant. Let me make sure that trade's still going to the Soviet Union. Yeah, it looks good. That worked out fine. We got it shut down through here. It's not even going through this way. It went the direction that I wanted it to go, I think. Let me make sure it's not. Yeah, it's going where it's supposed to. Where's the Soviet port that it's going to, I wonder? I'm not really seeing a... Oh, there it is, right there. All right, that's the way I wanted it to look. When I tried this out before, it didn't work properly. So I'm a little bit surprised that it actually worked. So I think we are about ready to join the war, guys. Yeah, we just need to set up our planes now. Our ships are moved. So let's go ahead and start getting our planes going where they need to go. All these guys are done training as well. So let's get them stopping exercising. We will combine any like fighters that are split up. These are all naval bombers. We have fighters here though. Let's merge these. Merge them, and all right, that's looking sexy, guys. We got an extra thing of tactical bombers as well. So let's go ahead and get the planes moved onto this border here. We're also going to need some support for our invasions. So let's go ahead and move a few of them down here. We have naval bombers, and you know what? I'm going to do this off camera too, just once again, just to try and save time. All right, so I went ahead and did the Air Force off camera just because, you know, obviously that's kind of a tedious task. So we're sending quite a few support over here all along the Canadian border, as much as I can give right now. We have one of the long-range tactical bombers here to cover this, since obviously it's a massive front. We have naval bombers all along our coast here where we expect to engage enemies. Also a bit of air support in the form of air superiority and close air support for all of our invasions as well. So we've got those taken care of. We've got a 200 naval bombers in Hawaii to support them. 100 naval bombers over here in the Philippine Sea to support them. So that's pretty much what I got, guys. That's all of our planes. That's all we got built. So let's go and get the rest of these ships assigned. These guys are moving over here now. We're going to split these here. They're going to be split into 2 fleets, I imagine. Probably one really good fleet. Yeah, it's not going to be a really good fleet because we don't have that many good submarines, but that's okay. And I want to say I should have been counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so let's go and split these guys, a new fleet. And they'll also just have an icon here. I hate how that automatically unclicks because I like it to have the fleet color. And then we're going to be assigning these two here are going to be doing convoy escorts. We're going to have the new convoy escorts here. They're probably going to get just wrecked there. What do we have going in there? Rubber. That's the only way to get the rubber. All right. Can we avoid the South China Sea? Maybe. It's a possibility. Let's try and see if we can't avoid the South China Sea and still get the rubber. Avoid. Oh, well, no, never mind. Can't avoid it because of the ports right there. All right. There's no way of avoiding that. But what we will try and do is have the trade fleets avoid there, if possible. But, yeah, they'll have to go to there to... Yeah, it's just not going to work, guys. There's no way around it. All right. So we can't have them not... Yeah, they have to protect it. All right, so let's have them protect all the regions around here. Probably going to have them protect these as well. And they're not going to be able to do it all, guys. There's no trade going through here. Never mind. Don't need to go through there. In fact, they're probably going to get tore up pretty bad in the Mariana region as well. Yeah. Let's see if anybody attacks us there. Let's just protect around here for right now. And then these guys are going to be doing the same. And then we got our 2 submarines. They're going to be doing convoy raiding. And the convoy raiding will be probably around the same region once again. All right, submarines. Let's go and get these guys assigned. We want them to be doing convoy raiding here. And they're going to do it, I think they're based out of here. We want them to convoy raid wherever there's British islands. So these 2 areas. Make sure that they can't get any supply there. So they'll do convoy raiding there. Also, I wish I had had somebody here to do this task, but we don't. So we're just going to have this large fleet do our patrols. It is what it is, guys. And it's fine. They're going to try and patrol these 3 regions here and try and shut down any trade going through here to the Canadians and all the British and Japanese troops that are there. So hopefully that goes well. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. So that's there. We just don't have the navies that we need, honestly. So what we could do, in fact, is have... Yeah, we have quite a few escorts. Yeah, this fleet here is going to be able to do quite a bit, guys. So we're going to have these guys do strike force. These guys do patrolling. They're really just lacking patrols. But we do have plenty of convoy escorts. And they'll work here. The West Emperor chain. It's pretty much anywhere we have this trade going through, as well as all through these areas. Obviously, this is a lot of area for this little tiny fleet to handle, but they'll have to make it happen. We've got to stretch them. So I think we're done in the Pacific, and now let's work on the Atlantic. So this fleet here is going to be assigned to these two regions. It's going to be doing strike force, and these guys are going to be doing naval invasion support, while these two are doing patrol. All right, excellent. So that looks good. We're going to have this fleet here. This fleet's a little bit larger. I added some ships here just because I wanted to get the newer ones in. Let's go ahead and pull from them just a little bit because I think we could use destroyers elsewhere right now. So let's pull some of the older ones. I just wanted the newer ones in there. I'm hoping nobody engages us here, honestly. So let's pull these four, and then let's get these guys assigned to strike force just right there. That's going to be their only job. And then these guys are already set to patrol. Excellent. So this fleet here, we'll get them merging with another fleet. Probably going to send them to the Pacific, honestly. Let's bring them over to this side of things, and we'll get them going over here now, and we'll assign them once they get there. Where are the fleet assigned? Right here, San Diego. So let's get them move them over there. It's going to take some time. And now we need to get these guys assigned. So this fleet here is going to be assigned... did I already assign them? Maybe. I don't know. Let's take a look. Let's get these guys. All of them are going to be doing, not patrol, they're all going to be doing convoy escort. Escorting any convoys we have going in this region here. So that'll work out nicely for them. And then these guys are going to be doing some mine lane. And you can't do it yet because we're not at war. All right, so that makes sense. We'll have to remember to do that as soon as we can. Our submarines. Remember, we're going to shut down this area here. So let's go ahead and set them up for convoy raiding all the way across. And did we not want to do the... Yeah, we do want to do the deep ocean so that it's harder for them to attack our submarines. So all the way across here, that's what they're going to be doing, convoy raiding. And we're going to shut down all trade going to Canada. All convoys, I should say. And I want to say that we're squared away. These guys need to actually get their composition done, so let's go ahead and save that. So that any new submarines will go to them, or any reserves, excuse me. And then this did get messed up because they have old submarines, so that's what messes it up, guys. There's just no way around it, honestly, unless you want to like really micromanage, which kind of defeats the purpose of these, honestly. Because yeah, they're looking at the different designs in them. So that looks good. We don't have, like I said, we don't have any destroyers or anything like that for our reserves right now. We're just kind of, unfortunately, we're a little bit short, guys, on some stuff. All right, so I want to say everybody's assigned. All of our fleets are assigned to their jobs. Yeah, we're looking good. Navies are assigned. Armies are assigned. We don't quite have as many troops as I was hoping to have up here, but there's not really anybody to oppose us. Not really a lot of troops opposing us, guys. All right, so we are ready to join the conflict. Let's go ahead and ask Soviet Union if we can join the war. Maybe we should give it like a week to let those troops move around, whatever I did with them. Ships and stuff. Let's give it one more week, and then we'll declare war. Just to make sure that all our planes can get their locations, all that stuff I just did, obviously. A lot of things that got done. And I also want to take a look at the situation here navally. Yeah, it's such a bummer I can't shut down trade here, but this is our dockyard that we're going to be repairing in, so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So we'll get to like the 8th of May. Give it a bit of time, get all of our fleets where they need to be so they can start covering. Looks like they should already be out there patrolling now. Fuel is fantastic. Look at our Navy using 4.6 thousand a day, and we still are just golden. Air Force and Army not really using anything yet. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and declare war, join the war. We want to join this conflict, the Italian-German War, and we're going to make it happen, guys. And this is going to be great. It's going to be a blast. All right, they have accepted, and we are in the conflict with the Central Powers. So finally, and it's at the end of the episode. I apologize, guys. I knew it was going to end up happening this way. It is what it is. There's no way around it. So the one thing we had to do with our Navy is we had to set these guys to do their mine lane, because they couldn't do it until we were at war. And our army is just going to get controlled by the AI, honestly. We do need to assign generals and that kind of stuff, but that doesn't take a lot of time, honestly. These guys need to get their own army as well. We'll set that up here soon. I really am focusing on getting these assigned. Oh, yeah, I forgot that we had all those troops over there. They could be in this army then. Yeah, that makes far more sense. So we'll just move it like this, and I know it kind of gets rid of it, but that's fine. So let's go ahead and change them back to the star, American star, and change them to this color. Okay, so we need to get commanders assigned. We're going to go ahead and do, what do we have in here? Mostly infantry? Yeah, we got all infantry here. We could put Patton in charge here. I want to say we have a bit more... Yeah, where are all our tanks? Are they all on this side? Yeah, they're on this side. So let's put Patton in charge of here. The Red Army will be commanded by, I'm thinking, Bradley, more than likely. Or we could have him be in charge of the naval invasions. Oh, I think I decided I was going to put Truscott in charge of the naval invasions, actually. All right, so let's instead do, let's do Bradley in charge here. And then this, which was formerly Patton's army, will be under Clark. So let's do Truscott here. And see, we need somebody else. We don't have any naval invasion guys, I don't think. We'll do Patch. It looks like he might have something we give him as well. Nah, nothing that we want. All right, so that's good. That's golden. We got all of our commanders for our main armies. We do need to get a field marshal. I forgot to do that last war. So we have Eisenhower, the organizer, logistics wizard, offensive doctrine, charismatic, and then we have MacArthur, offensive doctrine, aggressive assaulter, and charismatic. Eisenhower's better, so he's going to be in charge of our armies here. We'll get them all assigned. There we go. That's sexy. All right, so what I'm going to do for this large army here that's for defense as of right now, because I haven't split them up just yet. Oh, this army needs somebody too. All right, we're going to have to split them up now because they have too many divisions. All right, well, that's fine. Let's go ahead and get the new army here. And they're going to be, I guess, like a pinkish color or something, since it's, yeah, we can do that. And let's give them a icon of some sort. A heart, because we love the Philippines. And this is going to be a new theater. And we'll get it named later, because I'm just trying to get shit done, guys. They're getting more troops as well. We're going to want to go ahead and spread these troops out a little bit to cover all of the ports here, or many of the ports. We'll be able to cover all of them. Cover the important ones up here in the north. They'll probably attack the south if they want to, but there's not really anything I can do about that. And we will go ahead and do a new commander, a new field marshal here, and the Alaskan troops will be up here as well. So MacArthur will be here. That makes sense. MacArthur in the Philippines? Yeah. Hell yeah. That doesn't get any better than that, guys. And then he'll also be in charge of the Alaskan troops. So we do need commanders for these two. Let's take a look who we want. We can put Hodges in charge. We don't really have any tanks or anything like that, though. So let's see what else we have. We'll probably do an infantry guy. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Let's do McNair here. Or no. Let's do Collins. And then in the Philippines, I decided we're going to do Simpson there. All right, excellent. It does seem that Collins has an upgrade. Guerrilla fighter, yeah, we don't want that one. All right, so that looks solid. So these guys are also going to be in here, so they get the field marshal bonus. Giving them a general right now would actually result in a penalty, so let's not do that. And hopefully our troops all in the sea right now don't get sunk, because I wasn't really planning on... Yeah, I didn't think about that. All right, well, there's no way to avoid it and stop it. All right, so I want to say we are set, ready to go. So let's go ahead and send our troops. We're going to just have the AI control it in this particular instance, just because there's no way we would be able to do this efficiently, guys, if I was controlling them myself. And then this army wants to, we will want to extend it a bit. So let's, in fact, reduce these guys now, since they're going to get all messed up anyway, and then increase this front here once those troops come across. And then we're going to send them as well. All right, excellent. So they're going to do that. The Yellow Army, are they ready to send their invasions? They are ready. So let's you know what, they're set. Let's go and send them. Send all those invasions. We have these guys ready to invade as well. Let's go ahead. Let's wait until the yellow army's done, because remember, they can't support. They can only support one invasion. So we'll wait to do that. And plus we have troops here that can actually attack. And we'll place them in their own little separate army here. Just for right now, until I figure out where we're going to have them at. Got a little bit of a cough. Is this right? Yeah, that's right. I guess we have... Okay, so this guy's actually staying in this army. We're only sending one army over there. That's what I did wrong. It's just this one guy. He could, in fact, go into that army, and it'd probably be fine, honestly. We're going to do that. There's no reason to spread this out any further. And then this guy here, his job is going to be... Oh, he might not be able to win there, honestly. We'll see if he can get there and win. We're going to try and just go all the way down the coast. We might have to send one of these troops, in fact. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, actually. I feel like this is fine. Let's just pull him off real quick and then put him back in. And so that he's not part of that invasion. And then we're going to send both of these guys. In fact, it looks like they might be attacking us right now. Yeah, they're attempting to attack us as we speak. All right, so we've got that going. Looks like we already have a naval battle over here. Let's just take a look. Looks like just some convoys here. All right, three troop convoys. That's good. Nice. And we're identifying somebody over here. Our submarines are. Perhaps more troop convoys. I'm betting the Britons are pumping troops over here to protect their areas. So let's make sure that our troops are attacking all the way across. Looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks great. We're going to lose there. Let's instead have these guys focus fire on that, although there's actually 2 divisions there, so they know that doesn't make any sense at all. Nope. All right, so what we'll do is let's get behind these troops here and support. So should be able to get a win there. I'm going to try and get behind them and get Vancouver and just lock them down like that. That looks pretty solid. Both of them attacking here, they're not going to win. I almost don't want the Red Army. You know what? Let's not have the Red Army under command of the AI, because there's some fucked up situations over here. This is not going to work with all these mountains. So they're just going to mess it up. So let's have these guys support here. We'll control the Red Army. That's fine. We can afford to control some of them. And these are all golden. Yeah, it looks pretty solid. All right, so these guys should be attacking. Let's have you guys attack over this way. And you guys need to attack as well. Get pushing forward here. And yeah, go there. That's great. And you guys are pushing forward. Everybody's moving. Yes, sir. All right, a lot more troops here than I was expecting. Let's see if we can't. No, we probably won't be able to win there. But remember, we are going to lock down all trade, and the convoys coming through here, so that'll be good. Let's take a look at what's going on over here. It looks like we already sunk those 3 troop convoys. That's excellent. And we have a decision available, war propaganda. Well, we're at 75% war support, so not going to need to do any of these right now. We need to save our influence, or our political power, excuse me. Let's go ahead and just say we don't care about any of that right now. And we're currently producing something we don't have a template for. Yeah, the medium tanks, that's right. We're about to get a bunch of experience from this conflict, so it's going to be great. So we already got the naval experience that we need probably to create our battleships. So let's go ahead and do that now. Or do we want to wait till next episode, since we're like right in the middle of the conflict? I just hate like waiting when we could be doing something. But, you know, it is time sensitive, of course. So we'll let it go. Bases in low supply along the Pacific Line Ridge. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. And South China Sea, we already have a battle here. Troop convoys. Okay, let's make sure it's not us getting sunk. Do need to pay attention to all of the battles and stuff. In fact, this is like so much going on right now, we should probably slow this down a bit. So I can pay attention, make sure the AI doesn't do anything super stupid, because, you know, the AI loves doing shit that's super stupid. Do we have all the equipment we need to support full invasions and stuff? It looks pretty good. I feel like fighters are really what our problem is right now. So let's get more fighters out there. In fact, we have a lot of military factories. We must have just seized some. Let's go up to 15 then. All right, excellent. We have a battle that happened over here. Let's take a look. Looks like we did engage with some actual ships. We sunk 1 Japanese convoy here. All right. So, yeah, the war is going, guys. We got more troop convoy, freight convoys, excuse me. And take a look at the situation here. Make sure we're sinking all the convoys. Nothing up here yet as far as sinking convoys. So we did win there. We're going to start advancing there. These guys, yeah, we got enough going there. Let's go and lock that down so we don't have to fight them there. And we're going to have these guys move straight up to Montreal. And, in fact, these tanks should have been doing that, honestly. All right, well, you guys are going to go up that way. We got Toronto. That's where we got those military factories from. They're about to cut off our supply. Can we get there in time? I don't know. What we're going to do is let's cut them off. Yeah, let's do it this way, actually. That's far smarter. Alright, we're advancing across here, but not quick enough. Remember, the Red Army, we're controlling them on our own, so we need to keep an eye on them, make sure that we're constantly attacking. It does look like we did lose there. That's unfortunate. Yeah, not going to be able to win there. It's the mountains, guys. The mountains are going to be rough. Alright, so let's just pull that back then, and then support that attack, I suppose. And that might not be a win now. Yep, the mountain provinces are going to cause us some issues, as expected. We have troops going up that way, though. Let's see... Alright, we got more than enough troops. Let's attack that way. Bring all the troops over this way. And these guys did lose in their attack. Okay, that's fine. Pushing forward here. Remember, we're still waiting for troops to get down here from that other army. Did sink 3 more convoys. Excellent. This is getting us a little bit of naval experience, the convoy sinking. Keep our eye on the battles. We're not missing nothing. How are the invasions going? Looks like we have seized control of many of these islands. Excellent. Still waiting on a couple of the invasions to finish up here. We have these guys attacking now. We're not going to send them quite yet. Let's continue to advance there first. We haven't engaged any fleets yet, so that's why that force is still sitting there. And pretty solid overall. Yeah, it looks like I think we will get all of them except for this one right here, which I don't know if they'll be able to attack over to that one. I didn't see anything connecting it. Non-aggression pact from Bulgaria. Yeah, we'll take that. And an expeditionary force from Mexico. Are they not involved in the... Oh, okay, they want troops. Okay. You know what? Let's go and take the Mexican troops. Looks like they already finished up over here. And what we're going to do with those Mexican troops, if I can... Here's 5 of them. Set them in their own little army here. And we'll just color them based on... Let's do this one. Liberation Army. That makes sense for Mexico, I suppose. Alright, so we're going to have... I don't know if we'll have a commander for them. Where are the other troops, though? I'm looking for them. Here we go. Alright. They're right over here. Let's get them all placed into that army there. So that's 9 troops, 9 divisions. And what we're going to be doing with them, they're already done here. In fact, I don't think there's anything to do besides maybe just put them into the garrison army. Because I don't really like fighting with their divisions, because their divisions are always shoddy. Maybe we should move them to... No, let's move them to this theater instead. Yeah, let's do that. Let's move them to the Philippines. All you guys are going to help me in the Philippines. So, we do need to move them to a port. They'll probably get sunk along the way, but they're going to help in the Philippines so we make sure that the Japanese don't seize that. So let's move them all to this port, and then we'll have them hit the Philippines up. All right. So that's where the Mexicans are going. Mexicans in the Philippines. It's going to be great. We already lost 2 submarines, unfortunately. This is going to be a problem. What we're going to do is let's shift our planes over here because, and I should have realized that this was going to be where it's at in Navy mode, but this is going to be where the fight's at. So they can't even provide much support. They just don't have the range, honestly, which is unfortunate. We are sinking convoys though, but I think this is going to be a problem. I knew it was. The South China Sea is just not the place we want to be. That's where the Japanese are going to tear us up. I did finish up over here. Let's see if we can't, or we cut these guys off from the ports that are located over here, but they have a fort right there, so it's kind of irrelevant. Let's see if we can't get that tank coming up over here, and let's see if we can't wrap up Quebec as quick as possible. And these guys are already seizing that. Looks like we have, okay, so yeah, they'll have to go there. And let's grab that port right there. In fact, that would end up cutting off the troops if we come over here and grab both those ports. Hell yeah. And what we're going to do is we're going to send some of these troops that are in the back going wherever. I don't care where they're going. We want them over here onto that front so that we can wrap that up as quickly as we can. All right, so we're about to get these guys cut off here. Let's have them go there. Let's try and destroy these troops now. And yeah, we're going to have to attack those ones just to stop them from cutting us off. All right, so it's going full force right now, guys. And we only got a couple more minutes before we're going to have to end this episode as well. I'm seeing an opening right here. There's nobody to stop us, so if we attack to lock those guys down, we can make a little bit of advancing into tough mountain terrain without actually having to fight that hard. And I wonder if we can get behind these guys here. Oh, well, never mind. There's a wide opening right here. Yeah. All right, well, forget about that. That's not happening. A river there to stop us. We are advancing there. Remember, we're in complete control of these troops here, so we're going to have to manually control them. Let's tack up over here. Getting some green victories. Let's take a look at the Alaskan front. I hate this front, honestly. I don't even really want to advance on this front. This is largely for defenses and to make sure that, to keep them honest, essentially, make sure that they have to defend here. I will try and attack right there. We got mountain troops here, so might as well try. I don't expect success, though. Nope, probably not. We've got a military factory to get assigned. How are we doing on as far as losing equipment? We're losing a lot of infantry equipment at the moment. So let's go ahead and go up to, oops, we're already at 5 times. Let's put it all into infantry equipment. Might be losing a bit of trade here. Not entirely sure how well we're protecting these. All right, we'll see. Still need more rubber as well. All right, keep our trade going. And looking pretty solid overall. Does seem that we are engaging a lot of freight convoys here. Yeah, this is going very, very well. Sinking all these ships here. So nice. All right, attacking there. We finished up the defense and now we can attack. We're almost done with the Yellow Army invasion. We have 1 point left to take. And then we're going to have to set up one here. We'll wait to get it set up until Jamaica's in our hands, though. And then we'll be sending these guys so that the bombardment force can get over there. And George Patton did get wounded. He gets wounded a little bit more often because of his traits. We did cut these guys off. That's fantastic news. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get them wrapped up. There's a lot of divisions coming over here. I think a bit more than needed. Let's just make sure those guys go over there, and then these guys come up over here and protect Toronto so that doesn't get seized from us. Tanks, they're going there, that's fine. And we want to make sure Ottawa doesn't get taken either. Let's go and attack up that way. Help our troops out here. And then you guys are going to attack over here. Alright, fantastic. Let's have these guys go this way instead. Alright, looking pretty good on the Canadian front, guys. Need to get this wrapped up. That's where the war is going to be, the major war is going to be. I think that this is not going to go well for us. We're going to lose all the submarines I assigned over here, guys, because it's just not going to work. We're not going to be able to operate out of this port, essentially, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, there's just no way around it. We're going to have to move them or something. Move them over to this port. Yeah, there's no way to protect this. That's a shame. That's a real shame. But South China Sea it's a loss. We can't do it. So what we're going to do is let's go ahead and have, I mean, they're going to be based out of here more than likely. We'll allow them to go there to repair, but let's make this a repair spot as well. Oops, my bad. Wrong button. Make that a repair spot as well, so they can go back to Guam and repair. Or any of these, really. It doesn't really matter as long as it's on this side. And then we're just going to pull these guys out. I mean, I guess we could have done it this way. Don't operate in the South China Sea anymore. It's not going to work. I knew it wasn't going to. I knew I shouldn't have done it, but I did it anyway. Got a battle going in the Mid-Atlantic. Just some freight convoys. Our submarines are just going to tear these guys up, which is nice. And it seems that for some reason, me building it this way ended up resulting in it getting all dicked up. That's great. Yep, because of the different submarines. Because of the attack submarines. All right, let's. That's not gonna work, man. It just causes issues, guys, because they're deemed as having to be in this type of submarine rather than this type of submarine. So let's just try and pull out the S-class ones. I don't know if this is gonna work or not, and keep them. Yeah, see, they look at that as being, so it's just not gonna work. So we're gonna have to, just have them go like, can we do it that way? No, that doesn't work either. Yeah, it's just kind of a pain in the ass. We'll just pull that back then. It's fine. We don't need the fleet thing. We'll just put these guys back over here where they're supposed to be at. These guys also have one extra one, but that's fine. We'll leave that one there. I just don't want the whole 15 in there. I think that's a bit much. Because remember, you get penalties for the larger your fleet is. So anything else? Not really. Just sinking convoys. Let's go and continue attacking this way, getting them wrapped up over here. And the tanks could also do a bit more, kind of helping us out. We need to get to Quebec. That's a victory point. Is there any... I want to say there's one more victory point somewhere. I think it's right there. So he's too far away to really engage with that. Just go ahead and attack forward then. And you guys go that way. All right, so getting these guys wrapped up here. Almost finished up. Remember, we're trying to lock those ones down. I don't know how much longer that's going to work. And these troops here could be advancing as well. So let's go to make sure that they continue pushing forward here. Nobody there, but there's somebody about to be there, so let's attack them, lock them down. Also can attack right there, wide opening, attack the Japanese there. Yeah, this is all wide open. Winnipeg, there it is. That's the one I was looking for. So let's have these guys attack here, and the other one attack over this way. Shut that down, man. Shut it down, baby. All right, let's go that way, and I know it's across a river, but we should be able to win anyways. They're going this way, they're going that way. All right, looking pretty good, and we have a straight shot to Vancouver. Excellent. All right, we're gonna go and attack over here as well because those guys look pretty freaking weak. I knew that this was gonna fail, but you know what? We'll keep it going for right now, I suppose. Yeah, it's fine. All right, guys. So that is actually gonna be the end of the episode. I wanted to have some battle going. We got some battle going, and it was fun. I enjoyed it, but it is now over, unfortunately. We could put tanks onto one of these fronts here. We'll put it onto this front so we can take that a little bit, finish that up a little bit quicker. And yeah, that is unfortunately going to be the end of the episode. The Yellow Army did finish up their engagement. We'll go ahead and have them do that, and then we're going to go ahead and tell these guys to stop. In fact, we're probably just going to delete all of their fronts, all their, yeah, let's just delete all their orders, the Yellow Army. And we're going to send them to take that island right there. We'll do that next episode, though, because we're going to be sending this invasion next, try and get Trinidad to get that oil there, because that'll really hurt the British. And then we're going to have these guys just go straight down, all the way down here, and then they'll split once they get here to go take these two islands. And that'll wrap up all the islands, man. Once we do the naval invasion here, we wrap these up and do the naval invasion here. The islands are taken, and then we just need to go wrap up the last colony that the British have left. And then we would have completed our objective in the Caribbean. That has gone quite well. The invasion of Canada, going quite well as well. We've got, once we get Quebec, I believe, no, that doesn't cut off supply. They do have supply here. But remember, we are sinking any convoys that come through here. And overall, they should be having a lot of attrition issues because of supply problems. So going pretty well up there. Only real losses so far have been over there in the South China Sea, which hasn't been going too well for us. But overall, things are looking pretty good, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the first episode of actual conflict. Pretty fun overall. I think we have a good setup right now. I think this is going to work out nicely. As you can see, we are controlling everything that we want to for the most part. Here is causing some problems, guys. I didn't have enough ships to send over here, so this is not working out quite the way we'd like. Maybe we should send some submarines. You know what? That's exactly what we're going to do. Let's send submarines over to here, and we can also have the destroyers act as, you know what, I'm doing all this now, but this is not the time to do it. Yeah, we'll do all that next episode. I don't need to be messing with that right now. It's already a long enough video. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. And as I said in the earlier part of the video, any links that you may want should be in the description. If there's not a link to something it's not in the description, then let me know. And once again, I love any support you guys give me, whether it's following us on social media and chatting with us on the Discord channel, or whether it's financial support. Any of that stuff is appreciated. I don't bring it up enough, honestly. I never bring it up. I'm kind of a shitty YouTuber, so we probably have a little bit more like patrons and stuff if I just brought it up occasionally. But yeah, that's it for this one. Hope to see you on the next one, and thanks for watching, guys.